Did you know that you can bring one of Israel's most iconic street foods right into your own home? Let's make authentic Israeli falafel together, fried or baked. There's only one way to find out. Hi everybody, I'm Rivki, and of course, joined by Chef David, our Lev Haolam chef. David, thank you.
Hello everybody.
We are really super excited, David, that you're going to show us how to make falafel from scratch.
First we took the dry chickpeas and we soak this at least for 18 hours. It's the most longest part. We'll use some fresh greens like parsley, dill, cilantro, fresh garlic also. We use Israeli spices like cumin and sweet paprika. Of course, salt. And also we have some secret ingredients, some tips that we will share you. So stay with us.
We're going to do an experiment today. We're going to fry the falafel, which is...
like usual, everybody make in Israel. But we also will bake it. Like if you want it more healthy, more good. We never did it before, but we will try. And we will compare what is better, fried or baked.
Yeah, so you want to stay to the end. We have no idea how this is going to turn out, but we have heard that it can be done. So... All right, David, we got a blender.
Yeah, you can use a blender or the food processor, even go better. We have a blender. It takes a little bit, probably more time to pulse.
Okay.
Also, it's good. So let's put our chickpeas.
Everything you need, the ingredients and exact measurements, is in the description below.
Our greens, we don't take the
stems. Yeah.
Only the green part.
Okay. So far, this is looking pretty easy.
Yeah. Cilantro.
Okay.
Same.
All right.
Only leaves.
Okay.
Okay. Let's put aside. Let's put our garlic inside.
Super.
Now the spices.
That's why it's so pretty.
Paprika.
I feel like I'd add something.
Cumin, of course.
I love cumin.
Yeah.
Just really. Do you need salt also?
Salt inside.
Dead Sea, of course. You guys, from a previous level unbox, same with the spices. So check out the link in the description and you can become a member.
Now let's close it.
Okay. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel.
Our mix is ready.
Great.
We just put it in the bowl. Put it in the fridge at least for 1 hour that it will cold and will stick together. Yes, don't use chickpea because they are fully cooked and we don't need fully cooked. We need it still a little bit uncooked because when it's fully cooked, it's became like porridge, you know.
Yeah.
And this
all
is
right.
Crucial, yeah.
And stay with us for when this gets out of the fridge because then David is going to show us a couple more secret tips. So, all right, David, I'm putting it in for us. Please like and subscribe to our Lev Haolam YouTube channel. It's so nice for us when you subscribe, when you share our channel with other people. It helps us a lot too. So
subscribe, follow for the new recipes. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your reactions. It's really give us more motivation to continue.
It really does. So tell me, can I get it out the fridge?
Let's go.
Okay. Yay! I'm not good at waiting. Like do. It looks the same. So that's it. Okay.
Our mixture is resting and cold.
Okay.
And now what we want to add, our secret ingredient, we have here also chickpea flour. If we add a little bit, it stick more, and in process of frying it will not break apart. Yeah. So don't need too much, just a little to stick it together good.
And David, I understand if you wanted to, you could also do an egg, but we wanted to be more authentic and stay with the flavor, right?
Yeah, you can make egg, but this is even better. And second, we also adding the baking powder. It will be fluffy, you know, very nice.
These, don't you agree? These like little tips, these secret tips, these are the things that make the difference. That you tried at home and you didn't do this and it didn't work as well as you wanted it to, and then you do the the tricks and the tips, like when you did the baba ganoush and you showed us that amazing trick with the plastic bag. David, that was revolutionary. And so simple, but it was a real game changer. By the way, those of our community who are watching who've had the blessing of being able to travel to Israel, I know for sure you must have had falafel along the way. So let us know if you've had falafel in Israel and which was your favorite. And those of you who haven't had a chance to travel to Israel yet, I want to let you know that David leads tours in Israel.
Day one of our special Lev Haolam trip, and we just get off the bus and the rain stops. So what a blessing is that?
Amazing tours to Judea, Samaria, all of the essential places you have to see. And he will take you to have street falafel, yeah?
If you want to try it by yourself in life in Israel, welcome to our level and tours.
Yeah.
Now what we need is just to form bows.
Okay.
In Israel, they often use a special tool
Yeah.
for this. We don't have, but you can do it
Okay.
with you.
Actually, I went to a falafel place this week and I saw them. I want to try as well. I saw them using the tool.
It's good, always good.
Oh, I see you're doing like a
Work.
tossing technique.
With
Look, I'm learning. I have never made falafel, David, so I'm actually very curious to see how this will go.
we will see in the minute.
Yeah, I'm excited. I do wonder, which do you think is going to be better, the baked or the fried? What's your vote?
No, I'm too conservative for this, so of course fried for me.
Okay, drop your vote. Let us know. Which do you think is going to be better, fried or baked? This is
Also,
fun.
when you make your balls, try to make the same size because they will cook equally
Yeah.
in the same size.
Sorry, mine is that guy smaller, so okay. And I think now, hand washing time.
Okay, as I told before, we will use the two methods, bake and fry, and now we will put
Okay,
our falafel
so we're just putting it onto,
tray for the bake.
okay. I really am hoping that this turns out good.
Let's drizzle a little bit of olive oil
Okay.
up.
And we're going to pop it into the oven. What temperature did we set it for?
I think it's 180,
Okay.
20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
You need to check like how it's look. Okay, it looks pretty, no?
Yeah.
So let's put it in the oven.
Okay. Go ahead, little babies. All right. Let's hope. By the way, this camel was also in the summer box, and I am obsessed. I'm fully obsessed with this camel. You know, I was in the desert earlier this year in the springtime, and I met a camel who looked actually a lot like this camel called Matilda. All right, so David, now we're going to switch to frying, yes? Great. So David, normally we do everything with olive oil, and for our baked, we did olive oil. But for frying, we're actually going to use vegetable oil. We're using
Yes.
sunflower oil.
Like saying in Hebrew, chaval. It's like pity, yeah, to
Yeah.
use like this flavor for.
This is a fine,
Yeah.
extra virgin, cold pressed olive oil. So yes, we're going to use.
A lot of oil for the
Yeah.
deep fry.
And you'll see David and I are wearing aprons today as well. These were from the summer box from last year. And you know, when you're cooking with oil, you want to take some precautions. You can, of course, fry in a regular skillet, but we felt like using a wok would give us a deeper trough, which would be good. The other thing, too, that I'll just point out to everybody is David came with a slotted spoon so that when you take those falafels out, the oil will drain out and you've got your falafel. Nice move, David. Okay, so now we just wait for the oil to get hot.
Yeah.
Could take a minute.
If you want to cook like an Israeli, then you are in luck. We have prepared a beautiful recipe book just for you. It's filled with wonderful recipes from right here in the Holy Land. And if you would like to receive your totally free recipe book from us at Lev Haolam, just follow the link in the comments below and we will be happy to share the recipe book with you.
We put just a small piece to check if oil is ready. When it starts go up and bubbling, and it's telling us that's oil hot enough to fry. And we're ready to put down our falafel. We will use a spoon that not splash
It's a great idea.
We're ready to put our falafel.
All right.
Let's put another.
Oh yeah, that looks good, David.
Yeah. Another couple. Wait couple minutes after we little bit mix.
Cook well, little falafels.
Don't need to touch too much that not break
Okay.
them. Move our falafel that it will like fry it from all sides.
Yeah.
properly.
You know, honestly, David, I know I've said this with other recipes before, but really with this one, I thought it was going to be much harder to make.
Not hard. You saw just few ingredients mixed together.
And I did this soaking at home, and I mean, I thought, how is this going to work? But really, over about 12 or 13 hours, suddenly those falafels, like the hummus beans, were about twice the size, so they build in size. And it's such a good form of plant protein too. So it's a nice alternative to meat. Not expensive at all.
Okay, Rivki, you see
Yeah.
our falafel. Like you see the color, it's like golden brown,
Chef David, seriously, it looks
Right.
good.
kind of ready.
Yeah.
We can take it out.
Okay, and I put this here to absorb the oil.
Yeah. Better to do this.
David, they look great. You guys, you can do this at your house. You can make Israeli street food at your house. I mean, obviously this recipe, it wasn't born here. People tend to believe that probably falafel originated in Egypt, in the Christian community there. But now it's ubiquitous. You cannot go to a single Middle Eastern country, Levantine country, and not see falafel being sold in little falafel shops. So these look great, David. Okay, let's go check the baking ones.
Our falafel. Look,
Oh my gosh.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, definitely there's definitely different in color,
Yes.
but also still looks like it's crispy.
Less oil.
Yeah.
Inside.
Okay, so let's we're gonna do a comparison for sure. These are fried,
Mhm.
these are baked. I'm excited to try the baked.
Okay.
So, okay,
Secondly.
so B'teavon, let's see. We're both so suspicious.
Not bad.
It's not bad. It's a little bit dry.
Of course it's dry.
Like it's baked, of course.
Less oil. But still tastes good. If you want the less oil, healthier version.
Yeah. Now we got the fried. Beautiful looking falafels, by the way. And crunchy. I heard a crunch. Oh, those are really...
Tastes the same, but it's a little bit more oil. Yeah.
Okay, so the reality is more oil. It's better.
Always. So now let's
Amazing.
put in pita.
Yeah, let's
Make
do it. Let's make a proper dinner.
Right way.
I'm going to begin mine with some tahina because I'm addicted. I can't do enough tahina, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm giving it a
Salad.
good idea, right?
One more falafel.
Okay, and I'm going to do your trick of kind of squeezing it a little bit as it goes in. There, look how pretty that looks. And for the sake of Israel, a little extra tahina. All right, now...
Cheers.
Cheers, yeah, B'teavon.
This is the right way.
100%. Definitely, tahina makes the difference. It does. So you guys, you can use it just for dipping or whatever, but the tahina and the pita, the salad, they combine. It's a melody of flavors and textures, and one is hot, one is cool and crisp. David, this is really, really good.
You eat one like this, half a day you're good.
Everybody, thank you for cooking with us today. Chef David, thank you for showing us how to make falafel from scratch. I think this is a game changer. And my friends, if you enjoyed this recipe, if you enjoyed all the tips from Chef David, please like and subscribe to the channel. It's very helpful to us. And definitely let us know if there are any other Israeli dishes that you'd like us to show you how to make, because we've got the expert right here. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for support, and see you next video.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.